Louisiana. She's the exception and never the rule. She's a mystery that asks not to be solved, but simply to be experienced. Louisiana, where you can come as you are and leave different.
Whether you're planning a Louisiana convention, family reunion, or a southern vacation, the Louisiana Association of Convention and Visitors Bureaus connects you to information sources throughout the state. The Louisiana Association of Convention and Visitors Bureaus. The Baton Rouge Area Convention and Visitors Bureau welcomes you and yours to Baton Rouge, Louisiana's state capital. From the old governor's mansion to fabulous dining and Zydeco dancing, Baton Rouge, authentic Louisiana at every turn.
Popeyes Chicken and Biscuits, featuring Cajun-style chicken, red beans and rice, and buttermilk biscuits, all flavored by the memories and imaginations of Louisiana chefs. Popeyes Chicken and Biscuits, committed to preserving Louisiana's flavor heritage.
Here in Louisiana, we have a saying, we don't eat to live, we live to eat. And y'all, that could have a double meaning. In every bayou village and home we visited, we found one thing to be true. Although all of our dishes taste great, they're not all good for us. So my mission today is to take our time-honored recipes and make them a little healthier for us. I'm Chef John Folse. Welcome to Louisiana Cooking with a Change of Heart. All right. How y'all doing? Hello, hello. How are you doing? Oh, I like that smile, huh? How are you doing? Hey, nice to have you. Nice to have you. Hey, Drew. Hey. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hello. How are you doing? How are you? Good to see you. Hey, y'all. How you doing? Good. Y'all, thank you so much. Oh, what a wonderful audience. I tell you, don't tell anybody. Y'all the best audience yet in this place. You know what I'm talking about? It's so great to have you in my home kitchen. Thanks so much, y'all, for being here. I'm going to try to honor you with good food today. You know, Louisianians hate bad food, so I'll do the best I can. Y'all, this is a special show because Andrew Capone, how you doing, Andrew? Let me introduce. Hey, y'all give Andrew a hand here. Andrew Capone actually headed up a project to bring one of the most famous of all sailing vessels on the world to our little town of Donaldsonville, Louisiana, about 70 miles upriver from New Orleans. The Pelican, which was a boat that was piloted by Iberville, who was sent here in 1699 to set up the first colony here in New Orleans. And I have a recipe. The reason you're here today is not because you're a good cook. Oh. The reason Andrew's here is because I got a letter from a fabulous lady from Lake Charles, Agnes Wyatt, who told me that her great-great-great-grandfather, probably 4 greats or 5 greats, was on the original ship that came with Iberville to New Orleans to set up that colony. And this was a recipe that had been handed down in all the generations in the family. It was a nice potato soup. So I'm going to do her recipe today. And of course, you're working on that wonderful Pelican project. So Andrew and I sat and chatted a little bit about it. So you all know what La Pelican is. Why don't you visit with us for a moment? Thanks so much for sitting. Andrew, you know, it's great to be sitting out here on the patio talking about things that you and I love to talk about, the history of Louisiana. And, you know, the rich cultural history of our state can be basically attributed to, at least at the beginning, to 3 guys. LaSalle, who came here originally and planted the flag and named the area Louisiana after Louis XIV. And then the brothers, Iberville and Bienville, who eventually came on their voyage of discovery to set up the first colony and, of course, chart the area. Why did Louis XIV choose Iberville to come down and set up New Orleans?
Well, John, one basic incident happened in the history of Canada, and that was when Iberville single-handedly defeated the British Navy in Hudson Bay in 1697. Iberville single-handed with 1 ship defeated and sunk, he sunk 2 ships and sent the other one back to England and captured the British fort, Fort Nelson.
So he was in favor, he was in real favor with the king.
The king, because of that incident, basically knighted, he wasn't a knight, but basically knighted him to become the explorer and get the commission to come in and find the mouth of the Mississippi.
Yeah, he was the George Washington of his day almost.
Exactly,
Now,
the
now,
George
now that
Washington.
ship was called, his ship was destroyed in a storm in that particular battle, and that ship was called La Pelican. But then he recommissioned another one with that same name.
Right. What happened was that they captured a Dutch ship, and that Dutch ship became La Pelican, and in 1704 actually brought the Pelican girls. There were 19 girls on board the ship, and they were brought over to be the wives of Iberville's crew.
Of the original colonists. Now, Andrew, you single-handedly located the third La Pelican somewhere up in Canada, and the project now is to restore that ship and bring it to this little town of Donaldsonville as a great tourist attraction. How's that coming along?
Oh, it's coming along real good, John. The city of Donaldsonville is now the owner. We've turned over title and everything to the city, and they're making a great effort to bring the ship in.
What's the condition of it right now?
It's in the New Orleans shipyard, and because it hadn't had any paint on it in about 3 or 4 years, it's starting to deteriorate real bad. The surface boards.
Well, I guess it's like any other restoration project and any other great tourism project. It takes a lot of people, a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of love. But I know with you at the helm, the La Pelican will find its resting place in Donaldsonville. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. And thanks for being with us today.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here.
Andrew, it was great to have you on the patio talking about that, and I tell you, what a great historian. Thanks so much. We're going to talk a lot more about that in just a little bit, but I have to introduce a couple people here. First of all, the audience, y'all. The majority of the audience, a group of good friends of mine from Our Lady Queen of Heaven School in Lake Charles. Hey, give yourselves a hand here, huh? Absolutely, huh? And sitting right here at the front counter across from Andrew Capone is Sarah Smith. She's Director of Development for the school, right? And Father Keith Pellerin, right next to him. Thanks so much for being here, y'all. Y'all gonna, yeah, there you go. Y'all gonna work for food today. I'm gonna hand food to the audience through y'all. You don't mind, huh? And don't keep any of it right here. I'll tell you when to keep it, okay? Andrew, you have a couple of great people here with you today, two very, very famous people in their own right. Why don't you introduce them?
Yes, John. We have the Sauciers from Ponchatoula. The Saucier, Jean-Baptiste Saucier, was recruited by Iberville in 1697 to be part of the Hudson Bay expedition to attack Fort Nelson and defeat the British. And the Sauciers are here. Eric and his wife, Mary, and Eric's brother, Earl, are with us, and their children.
And they're celebrating their 63rd wedding anniversary, right on Thursday. Huh? All right, huh? Well, a very, very famous Louisiana family, and I tell you, thanks so much for having a great lineage here, because all the way back to the founding of Louisiana, and in fact, Agnes Wyatt, who sent us this recipe, also her great-great-great-grandfather was on that ship. Now, Andrew, how's that project coming with La Pelican?
Coming very well, John. We are getting some funding in. The city's taking control of the whole project and is steering it forward. And
the city of Donaldsonville.
Donaldsonville.
Well, we want to talk a little bit about the condition of that boat and everything else, but I got to start cooking here. You don't mind, huh?
No, go right
I'm
ahead.
start cooking. Well, because look, I love that boat, but I tell you what, potato stew is what I'm talking about right now.
I'm waiting.
Andrew, the people on that ship had to eat. And I think this recipe was probably, from what Agnes told me, dated back all the way to the journals of her grandfather on that ship. So let's take a look at some of the things that go into a fabulous potato soup, y'all. First of all, potatoes. Look at all the different types of potatoes. Most people think of taking a nice baking potato like this and it's good enough to make a soup with. But we have some really nice ones here. We can even put yams or sweet potatoes right here into it. The little B&B potatoes, as we call them, the bread and butter potatoes. These right here, those little Yukon Golds, and this right here is one of the oldest potatoes in the world. This is called the Peruvian purple. You can see that potato right there, how beautiful that is. And anything you put it in, you have to like purple food if you cook with this, Rex. You know what I mean, huh? So if you have space travelers dining, go ahead and whip this up, okay? Now with that, look at the ham. Normally in a potato soup, we would use this fantastic old smokehouse ham of Louisiana. But of course, we're trying to modify fats. So we're going to use, instead of the fatty ham, we're going to use a smoked turkey ham because people in Louisiana love smoke, so this ham will do just fine. Now, we could put a lean sausage in it as well, but I think we have a lot of good choices to work with here, so let's go ahead and start cooking it up. What I'm going to do in my old cast iron pot, and I love cast iron. This is, Andrew, this is one of the oldest pieces of cookware in the world. The Chinese actually started to cast iron 1,000 years ago, and of course we've been cooking with it in Louisiana for the last 300 or 400 years. I'm going to start off here by putting a little bit olive oil. Y'all, people always ask me, what's the best oil if you're going to modify a recipe? Always olive oil. Always olive oil because of the type of fat it is, and then canola oil next. And then hog fat after that. Hog fat, y'all, that's it. You know, so y'all, so now I'm going to start with talking about hog fat, Rex. By the way, did I introduce Rex to all y'all? Start a ham with the camera. Everybody will see you there, Rex. There you go, huh? Start a ham. Now you're a good man, Rex. Huh? We're going to put in a little of that lean turkey ham and lean turkey tasso. Tasso is the Spanish ham of Louisiana, probably the spiciest of our hams, and certainly the one that has the most smoke to it. So you can use a lean ham to give us the flavor that we're looking for. And in potato soup, we always want a lot of good smoky flavor here. So I'm going to stir this around. By the way, Andrew, I noticed that you have my good buddy Glenn Falgu right next to you, huh? Hey, look at that smile. See, Glenn's got the face I like to get on camera. See that? He smells that ham, y'all, huh? Okay, now that that this is nice and simmering away here, I'm gonna saute that around. Now the flavorings. Y'all, when you're modifying any dish like I'm having to do here, cut back the fats, cut back the sodiums, I cannot cut back the flavor, because my challenge here in this type of cooking is to match the original recipe with the new modified recipe in flavor. I can take as much fat as I want out, but it's not low fat, it's modified. You know, everything in moderation, y'all. So a little bit onions, a little bit celery here. Oh, look at these colored bell peppers, huh? This is especially cut by Our Lady Queen of Heaven right here. See how beautiful that is, huh? You know what I mean? Look at that, huh? Oh, these are beautiful. Oh, absolutely. All those gorgeous colors remind me of those beautiful children I saw when I went out to the school. Huh? Well, I'm good, huh? I'm good, huh? Okay, y'all, so we have that going right there, and I'm going to saute that around for just a second. Another quick introduction in the audience, y'all. In fact, there's two introductions. Nick Seminette. Now, I want to get Nick Seminette over there because he's, he's general manager of WAFB TV Channel 9 in Baton Rouge, and I cook with Nick and his crew every Tuesday and Thursday, and we have a lot of fun, don't we, Nick? Huh? Say that louder, Nick. Yes, we... And Jim and Marty McLaughlin, I want to point those out right there. Rex, I want to get right straight in. Marty, you wave, there you go, like that. They're from Florida. Good viewers of my program in Florida. Fort Myers, right, you say? Fort Myers, fantastic. Thanks for being here with us. Okay, Rex, come on, enough all that publicity here, huh? Let's get back in the pot here. Okay, you see all of that ham and all those gorgeous colors. Now garlic, y'all like garlic? Oh, oh yeah, I tell you what, this will get a boat moving here, you know? That garlic will get a boat floating, you know what I mean? I tell you what. Oh, I tell you, a lot of good garlic there, y'all. Now, once all of my, you notice what I'm doing here, though? I'm piling on the good stuff, y'all. Just, what if I eliminated out of this recipe a bunch of fat, maybe? I still have the ham, I still have the smoke, I still have all of my great flavors. So what did I eliminate? Not too many things. Now I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit with a touch of flour. How much flour? Just enough to pick up a little bit of that olive oil. Oh. See what you made me do, Rex? Huh? Poor Rex. See what you made me do again, Rex, for the 100th time? Okay, what I did, the flour, y'all, allows me just to give a little thickening to the pot, but of course I have to remember potatoes are a natural starch, natural thickening agent, so I don't want to put too much flour in there, otherwise I'm in trouble. Now the potatoes. Look here, Rex. Beautiful, beautiful. You notice how small they are? They're nice and diced there because I want them to cook fairly quickly. And that's just a little red potato. But since we're in Louisiana, I have to put a little yams down into. This is a white soup, a cream-based soup, y'all, so I want to add a little color to it as well. And I'm going to stir that around. And now into this. Now, potato stews or potato soups in Louisiana are normally just potatoes and some kind of smoky ham. But since I have so many great folks in the audience today, especially our wonderful friends here celebrating their 63rd anniversary, I'm doing shrimp for you today in my soup. Huh? Oh, yeah, there you go. And that might be a bit presumptuous. I hope you like shrimp. Huh? Okay, y'all, so now I'm going to stir the shrimp around in my potato soup. Oh, I wish y'all could smell this right here. It's really fantastic, huh? Now, y'all, a little milk. Heavy whipping cream normally goes into it, but I'm changing it to evaporated skim milk. 0 fats, 0 saturated fats, and it has the same thickening quality or mouthfeel as heavy whipping cream. So I'm going to put some of that down in my pot as well and stir that around. You can see how nice that looks. That looks pretty good, huh, Rex? Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. Huh? Why don't you buy a couple little bit, Rex? Now a little chicken, not that far back, Rex. Now a little chicken stock here, y'all, because you want to have a little stock. We need to cook the potatoes, so we're going to put that down in the pot as well. Now that the soup is coming together nicely, now I'm going to put a little nutmeg. Whenever you make a white sauce, y'all, you want to put a little nutmeg in it for flavor. You can put green onions. Oh, I tell you, the colors are gorgeous here. A little bit thyme, basil, all of those wonderful herb flavors. When you're modifying, put herb flavors in, y'all. A little thyme and basil there, and of course some Worcestershire sauce. You see what you did again, huh? Hot sauce, y'all, a lot of it. Hot sauce. Ah, there you go. And then now I would let this simmer slowly, y'all, for about 30 minutes until the potatoes get nice and tender. And then I could season it with a little bit salt substitute. Whenever you use salt substitute, always season it right toward the end of the pot as well. And then some nice cracked pepper on potato soup, nice fresh cracked pepper in the pot right at the end. And y'all using lean ham, defatted stock, evaporated skim milk, 38% less fat in this dish and 68% less sodium by using the low sodium chicken stock. So bring this, as I say, to a good boil, and y'all, after it tenderizes, you can put one of these nice little machines here. See this, Rex? Huh? You can kind of put that in. Yeah, come on, Rex. Huh? Look, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen, right? Huh? You know what I'm talking about, Rex? Okay, so y'all, with that, let me show you what it looks like after it's all said and done. Cook it for about 30 minutes or so. It's going to look beautiful. Rex, I want you to look at this gorgeous terrine this lady sent me. This woman was after my heart, and she sent me this beautiful terrine. I love it. It's one of my favorite. Look at the soup right inside of that. Isn't that nice? Now, I have to spoon up some of this here. Let me grab some for you. Nice, thick. Oh, see why you don't want... See that? Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I guess so. I'll tell you what, I just think y'all hungry. That's going to go for you right there. And I got to send Andrew one. I got to give Andrew one right here. And, oh, but hey, before I give Andrew one, send one to my 60th anniversary folks back there, huh? Oh, yeah. And I'm going to give one to Andrew. Now, y'all can serve the rest right there. Just so be careful of my precious terrine. And as you have some things right there. All right, everybody. So y'all like that one? That was a pretty good little dish, huh? With all those wonderful. Oh yeah. Okay, y'all, now I have to show you, this next dish is fantastic. It's a chili dish, y'all, a fantastic chili dish. And that's pretty good, Uncle Glenn. Oh, I guess so. You don't think I'm going to bring y'all here and give you bad food, huh? Y'all, take a look. I'm doing chili here, but boy, is this an exciting dish today. Doc's Primo chili is made with chicken gizzards. You heard me right. Chicken gizzards, you actually ground them, and look when they grind how beautiful they are. They're really nice right here, grind. Now, of course, to modify this, since there's a lot of cholesterol here, I'm going to use some ground chicken. This is thigh meat of chicken. I'm going to do 50-50 chicken and gizzards. Normally, Rex, you would put the fat pork into it. You'd put the fat beef into it, but I'm really taking a lot of the fats out by doing the gizzards and the chicken. And look right behind you here, these gorgeous choices of chili powders. There's the ancho chili powders. There's all of these fantastic chili powders available. You can see how the different darkness of these powders. So you have to go in the store and experiment with them. They all come from these nice peppers right here. And this is one of my favorite shots right here because this is, look at that beautiful poblano pepper right there, gorgeous poblanos. This is the roasted poblano, the ancho pepper. All of these are made into chili powders, y'all. So the choices are just incredible in different flavors. Okay, y'all, now we're going to fire up this pot right here. And look what I have here already, Rex, because this needs to cook for a while. This is the ground gizzards, and this is the ground chicken. You can see how nice that is. I'll stir that around just quickly because this has been browning for about 30 minutes. And with that, I'm going to start putting my flavors into it. I'm going to add a little light margarine, y'all, to try to kind of get some of the fat. Light margarine is 50% water, 50% fat. So I'm going to put that in there and stir that around a little bit. And then onions. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pile it on, y'all. Andrew, while I'm throwing all of this in here, let me ask you about what's the condition of the ship? I know we saw some pictures just now, but a lot of repair needed?
Well, the superstructure is steel. The hull is steel, and
right.
the timbers are in excellent condition. They have some surface damage. The deck boarding needs to be replaced in some areas. But other than that, it's in excellent condition, John.
So just a good fundraising effort. I know the city of Donaldsonville has appropriated a lot of funds for it, so
right.
It'd be a great tourist attraction.
Oh, yeah. It has international attraction capabilities. I mean,
right.
When you look at Iberville, and the ship was built, the original Pelican was built in France in 1693. And Iberville used it in 1697. Then it was in Canada. The replica of the warship, the one that we have, is the only one in existence.
Well, now, I know the project is going to be a big one. I know it's going to be a fantastic effort on a lot of folks' part, but there's no doubt about it. Once it's in place, it's going to be a magnificent addition to tourism in Louisiana. I congratulate you and your team's efforts on putting that together. Right here, that's my... Oh, yeah. Garlic here right now, y'all. A lot of good garlic, huh? Oh, yeah. Now, this is going to go in here, so I'm going to stir that around a little bit. Now, y'all, you know what else goes in a good chili, right? A little tomato juice. Oh, yeah. A little bit tomato, chunky tomatoes right there. I'm going to put a bunch of chunky. Rex, go ahead and get that. Oh, beautiful chili. I'm going to put, y'all like beer in your chili? A little beer right there. Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of beer. A lot of beer. A little beef stock, y'all. Now it's just piling on and just kind of piling all of those flavors in there like that. I can put some heat, a little Tabasco peppers and jalapeno peppers. Oh, yeah. We got to kick up the heat. Beans, y'all like beans? Oh, yeah. Beans, canned. No, hey, no fat here. No fat. In fact, that's the rough stuff, y'all. It's good for your system now. You want to put in some of those beans. Oh, yeah. I'm not going there. Oh, yeah. I'm not going there. Now, y'all, you would let this cook right here. Just let this cook for about, well, I'd say maybe an hour, hour and a half. It takes a while to tenderize these nice little gizzards here. But let me show you what it looks like when it's all done. You ready here? Oh, I tell you, this is fantastic. This is made with our Lady Queen of Heaven in mind. How's my children doing at the school, by the way, y'all? Are they doing good? I wish I had them all here for this chili here. Look at here. Here's a bowl for you in their honor. Huh? All right, there's a bowl for you in there, Anna. And y'all, a couple of other quick dishes. A couple of other quick dishes, y'all, that we would serve with it. Look at this beautiful side. This is the two-step right here. I'm using two different kinds of sausages here. Lean Italian sausage, no-fat turkey sausage, 63% less fat. And look at these beautiful roasted peppers. And y'all, this nice gelatin dish over here, pineapple carrot salad with a fat-free mayonnaise, 100% less fat in this dish. Who says mama's cooking can't be healthy? That's what I'm saying.
Louisiana. She's the exception and never the rule. She's a mystery that asks not to be solved, but simply to be experienced. Louisiana, where you can come as you are and leave different.
Whether you're planning a Louisiana convention, family reunion, or a southern vacation, the Louisiana Association of Convention and Visitors Bureaus connects you to information sources throughout the state. The Louisiana Association of Convention and Visitors Bureaus. The Baton Rouge Area Convention and Visitors Bureau welcomes you and yours to Baton Rouge, Louisiana's state capital. From the old governor's mansion to fabulous dining and Zydeco dancing, Baton Rouge, authentic Louisiana at every turn.
Popeyes Chicken and Biscuits, featuring Cajun-style chicken, red beans and rice, and buttermilk biscuits, all flavored by the memories and imaginations of Louisiana chefs. Popeyes Chicken and Biscuits, committed to preserving Louisiana's flavor heritage.
Something old and something new, Louisiana Cooking with a Change of Heart, is available for $29.95. This companion book to the television series features over 150 recipes. To order, please call 1-800-973-7246 or send check or money order to the address shown on your screen.
A Taste of Louisiana, Louisiana Cooking with a Change of Heart, is available for $19.95. This VHS video contains one episode of Chef John Folse's new television series. Please send check or money order to the address on your screen and mention the show number with your order.